Welcome to the first video of Road to the IDFA Universe. So it's 86 days away from today. So we're at 86 days to go to the IDFA Universe. The IDFA Universe is on December 16th. And it's at the City Playhouse Theatre in Vaughan, Ontario. Okay, so that's closer to Toronto. We have all the divisions, everything. And I'm going to be guest posing there. I'm going to be kind of like I said, practice what I preach, living the lifestyle, all that jazz. So it's 86 days away. I started the prep and announced the prep probably about, well, I got the exact date here. 1 second. Yeah, I started the prep officially on August 21st, which was 17 weeks away. So I've been following like a strength building, muscle building phase for the last 4 weeks or so. And I'm going to do that for another week or two. Because right now at 86 days out, we're almost 12 weeks away from the IDFA Universe, okay? And I'm pretty lean already, but I was very lean 4 weeks ago because I had the summer body going on. But I wasn't training for bodybuilding, I was just training to be ripped. So I decided that to do justice for myself on stage, I'm going to have to put on a little bit of weight. So put on weight first and then diet down. Because I was already like close to contest conditioning, but I wasn't doing like an overall complete hardcore enough workout, right? So now I've been working on all the basic elements, like basic lifts, focusing on squat, deadlift, bench press. I even threw in some barbell shrugs, barbell curl, bent row, pull-ups. Just the basics, right? Pretty much I can do everything from home with this equipment I have here. I basically have a bells of steel, like adjustable rack. I have adjustable Bowflex dumbbells. I have a barbell. My weights go up to like 290, so I had to add more weight for deadlifts, but not at first, because when you don't do deadlifts for years, it feels like a ton of bricks, okay? So the first workout of deadlifts was like, holy shit. But already I'm up like a lot of weight, but it's more about just getting used to it and getting used to the feel and the technique and all that kind of stuff, right? But I'm doing more than 290 pounds. So what I had to do was figure out a way to add more weight on the bar because I didn't have enough plates. I only had up to 290 and I didn't want to go to the gym because now that I'm doing these strength workouts, I find myself making a lot more noise than usual, right? Because now you're lifting weights, you're trying to do like 3-4 reps and stuff like that. So you have to like dig deep, a little deeper than normal, right? And I also don't like, and I'm also following such a strict program that I want to do my exact lifts in my exact order all the time. And since I do have it here, why would, like, yes, the gym atmosphere is great, and I'm going to go back there because when I get into like around 11 weeks out, I'm going to start doing more of a bodybuilding approach to competing, adding more exercises, more angles, all that kind of stuff, more machines, because right now I'm doing no machines, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so here's a little trick for you guys who want to add more weight onto a barbell and you don't have any extra weight or plates or anything like that, okay? But you're going to have dumbbells. I'm sure we can do it with other things, but what I use is dumbbells. And I'm going to show you the trick that I use. First you need these things, they're called figure 8 lifting straps, okay? So these figure 8 lifting straps can almost act like a hook to hold the weight. Let me show you. So we're going to take these figure 8 lifting straps. I'm going to go over here. I don't have a camera person, so this is going to be awkward. But I'm going to go over here and grab my dumbbell. So I've already got the Bowflex dumbbell set for 15 each, because right now I got on the bar 215, but for my first set I want to use 245. Instead of like if I don't have any small plates, I don't want to dig on big plates and all that kind of stuff. So I can't get that exact weight of 245. It's hard to get because I don't have the proper plates. I have the set with just like 2 of each thing, right? So you grab the dumbbell. So you got it here. I'm going to set the one lifting strap down. And you kind of like just put this around it. And now you just create this like hanger, right? I'll back you up a bit. Hopefully you can see the bar. It's tough to do this without a camera person. And then you put it on the bar, okay? So already I'm out of the frame. I'm in a small place here, right? So already this isn't working for videotaping, right? And then you just put it on here like that. So let me just get this camera. We'll do this over. Okay, so we got like this, right? I'll reverse it so you can see what it happens. So you put it on here like this, and now that you got the like hook thing, you just put it on here and slide on, and that's one. And there you go. And you guys make sure it's balanced. Like put this right in the center. Just make sure it's balanced. And that stays, believe it or not. I do it deadlifts and I'll stay on there just fine. Then we'll just revert, we'll just do the same thing for the other side. So that's my hack or my DIY approach to adding weight to a bar without having to buy more plates. And now I can like literally, so I got, they're 55-pound dumbbells, they adjust to your right each. So it's an extra 110 pounds, and I can put the bar up to 290. So if I could, I could do a deadlift with 400 pounds. I'm not quite there yet. Who knows? But I don't think I'm gonna get there through this phase because I've been slowly increasing my calories all the way up and added creatine, all that kind of stuff. I've actually got my body weight up about 7 or 8 pounds. I think it's like 7.5 pounds from the first day I weighed myself when I started the prep 4.5 weeks ago. Because I slowly started increasing. I started with a base calorie count of 2,000, which is kind of like a ripped physique calorie count, right? And I slowly increased it. So right now I'm at 2,800 calories a day with a very high protein, medium carb, medium fat count. So right now I'm at 2,800. Next week I'm going to go to 3,000 calories. And I think that's going to go well. And then I'm going to start going reverse. So I'm going to go 28, 26, or whatever. I'll just adjust it according to how things are going, how I'm looking, to get myself shredded and as full as possible, right? Because my weapon, because I'm like more of an ecto-meso type guy, right? My weapon was always to show up on stage shredded, right? So that's what we'll do. So again, that's how you add a dumbbell using a figure 8 lifting straps. Figure 8 lifting straps. You can add weight to the bar. So what I'm gonna do now, we're gonna set the camera up. We're gonna set the camera up, and I'm gonna do my first set of deadlifts. I've done a few warm-ups just to get myself here, because especially when you get older, do lots of warm-ups. It's important. I'm serious. Because if I just jump in here and start trying to do deadlifts or squats or bench or anything like that, it just doesn't feel good, right? And the shoulders or whatever joint I'm working, right? So if it's like knee, like for this, it's like low back and knees. Then if I'm doing squats, I got to warm up my knees nicely so I can get going. But yeah, so warm up is very important. You young guys or young girls out there probably don't even realize it, that warm ups, how important warm ups are until you get. Because that's another thing. I'm going to be more transparent for this series of Road to the Universe. Because before I'd always lift weights and not tell you what weight I use. I'd always weigh myself and I would say, oh, I'm up 2 pounds, I'm up 3 pounds, but not tell you my weight. I guess it's more of an insecurity because we're so hung up on what do you weigh, what do you lift, all these kind of things. Especially as I'm a smaller guy, so I was so like maybe insecure about it, like that I wasn't lifting heavy as weights as other people, or I don't weigh what people think I weigh, right? Like I'm a lot less because my frame is very small, and I was always a very lightweight person. Like when I wrestled and all that kind of stuff in high school, I was extremely light. Okay? But pound for pound, I'm all right. So yeah, so when I started the contest prep, when I said I had to gain weight, I weighed in, my first weigh-in date on August 21st was 146, okay? And that was with pretty good abs and all that kind of stuff. That was pretty lean, like a beach body. Like I look, like I take off my shirt and feel good about myself, or whatever you want to call it, right? And that's all. That was my goal. I just wanted to be lean and all that kind of stuff. So for the first time ever, I actually started tracking my macros and all that stuff with adding calories, which I've never done before, because I've always only tracked my food and macros and all that stuff when I was getting ready for a show, but never when I was trying to put on weight or when I wasn't competing. And I find that it's very valuable to do that, because I feel like I've made very good progress in the last 5 weeks, and I filled out a lot compared to what I was sitting at 146, because right now I weigh 153.8. And I weigh myself first thing in the morning before eating anything, right after going pee, go take a pee first, and jump on the scale, right? No clothes, nothing, right? So it's your true weight. And for me, I like weighing myself every single morning, but I eat the exact, I hit my macros every single day, so my weight doesn't really fluctuate much. Maybe I gain a couple pounds each. I've been gaining roughly a couple pounds each week. And that's just more filling out the muscles. And I probably got a little extra body fat than I did at 146. But I'm still leaner now than I would normally be when I would start a contest prep by far. And I've got 12 weeks to go. So I should be able to come in pretty damn shredded. But you're always a little worried when you're over 50, right? Because that's another thing is I'm going to be transparent about my age. I'm 51, okay? When I step on that stage on December 16th, I'm going to be 52 because December 6th is my birthday. Okay, I'm just trying to, like, I want people to know age is nothing but a number here. And if there's other people out there watching who are 50 or over, or they're over 40, or whatever age they are, they think they're too old, they're not too old. Let's make it happen. I'm making it happen. You can make it happen. Yeah, things are a little bit different, obviously, when you get older. I'm not going to lie. Like, my knees are a lot more sore. I got to warm up a lot more than I normally would for the heavy weight lifting and stuff. Maybe the skin's not as tight as it used to be. Just little things. Little things you notice, right? But I'm going to do the best I can, right? That's what you do. You challenge yourself with a goal that's freaking nuts. Me jumping on stage, maybe that is a goal that's freaking nuts. But I'm doing it. Okay, anyways, enough talk here. I'm going to set this bar up with my first set, and I'm going to set up with 245. So I'm going to basically set the bar up with 215. I'm going to add 15-pound dumbbells with these figure eight lifting straps on each side to add 15 pounds on each side. So it's going to be 245 for my first set of 8. Okay? All right, so this is our first set of deadlifts. We're just starting the workout. This is my back, bicep, traps, rear delts day. I use lifting straps. I talked about that in another video on my YouTube channel, so check that out. For me, these are very necessary because I'm not trying to be a power lifter here. I'm just trying to handle as much weight as possible and stimulate muscle growth, right? And strength. So when I do start the bodybuilding techniques and all that kind of stuff, that I'm a lot stronger and focusing on my grips. My hands are more like a handle, right? So when I'm lifting weight, I'm hitting all the muscle groups. I'm not concerned with how strong my grip is. My grip's pretty strong anyways. I could do this without these, but it would be taxing for sure. And when I get to the heavy weight, I probably wouldn't be able to do it properly. And normally I do these off the ground, but since I load the whole bar up on the rack and I wasn't thinking about it, we'll start from the rack. So I'm going to use my lifting straps. And in the next clip, I'll show you how to use lifting straps. Because I also don't like the under-over grip for myself, just because one time I felt a little twinge in my bicep and I said, never again, never again. Okay, so here we go. This is 245. I remember 5 weeks ago, I didn't even attempt this for like one, just because it felt like when I lifted it off the rack, it felt so heavy, it was almost crazy. But now, it's been 4 weeks of doing deadlifts, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Yep. Okay. Okay, that's 8. Whew. And now, yeah, next set, we'll take it from the ground. So that's 245 for 8. Some of you guys might think, oh, that's light. But to me, that's crazy. That's my best lift so far for 8. So I've been progressively increasing the weight pretty much every single workout. Okay, I'm gonna give you a different angle here. Remember I talked about adding the weight to the bar to make it heavier if you don't have more plates. So with deadlifts, we're gonna get over 290 or whatever. So I use the figure 8. I use a figure 8 lifting strap. You got your dumbbell here. So there's your handle in the middle. Get your figure 8 lifting strap, just put it under. Put it right in the center so it's balanced. And now you got yourself a hanging dumbbell, right? Add on here. And you'd be surprised, they might shift a little bit, but you don't even notice it. And I have no problems using it. So that's how you can add weight onto the dumbbell on each side. So I've already got a 15 to 15 dumbbell here. We have like 265 on the bar, add 15 and 15, so now we got 295, okay? So that's how you can add weight. You don't need to buy more plates, because I would just be buying more plates only for deadlifts. That there's no purpose to that, and I saw this little hack on YouTube, and I gave it a shot. Works fantastic. Okay, so now we're going to do it. So our second set, we're going to do 295, shoot for 4 to 6. I think last week I did 285 for 6. Yeah, so last week I did 285 for 6. This also goes to show you can work out anywhere. I just got some, these are bells of steel adjustable squat racks, or adjustable rack. I can use it for bench, squat, deadlift, everything, right? And I got an adjustable bench so I can do benches. Okay, so these are lifting straps. Like I said, I don't, because before you do it, people would do like the under over to hold on to heavier weight. But I was doing that, and I find that just as effective as lifting straps for how much more weight I can handle. But the difference was when I did this, for one, it feels like it puts everything out of alignment. And then another thing is, it just gave me a weird stretch. Maybe I'm not that flexible through here. I felt a little twinge in my bicep, and I was like, okay, there's no way in hell I'm ever going to tear a bicep or anything, right? It's not worth it. I'm doing this for like the lifestyle and the health and all that stuff. There's no way I'm going to injure myself. So I started using these. I don't even know why I stopped using these. Maybe because people were saying like, oh yeah, lifting straps are for pussies or whatever, and you start buying into the crap about how you guys, if you're not strong enough to hold it, you shouldn't be lifting it. Yeah, but the key was, I found my back hasn't been as good as it used to be back in the past. I always use lifting straps when I did back. Always, because I wanted to feel nothing in my forearm. I wanted to grasp onto that weight like a hook and then work the lats. And you're going to see that next couple sets. But this one, so deadlift. So you put your lifting strap underneath the bar and your palm above the bar and just roll it up. And then you roll in your hands. You just roll it till it gets tighter and tighter, and you can adjust them one at a time. You'll get good at this once you start using it. Then when you feel like it's got a really strong grip, like right now that feels strong, we're gonna go for it. So it's 295. So I gotta get a little bit psyched up here. You got about a shoulder width stance, or whatever's comfortable for you, because everyone's got different comfort stance. I got pretty narrow shoulders, so this for me is a shoulder width. And 1, 2, let's go. That's the most I've done with that. That's 6. Okay. Now we're shooting for a set of 4 here. Get my lifting straps. Last week, or last session, probably 4 or 5 days ago, I did 310 for 4. Okay, so now we got 315 on this bar. And I'm gonna give you guys a different angle, so let's just lift it this way. So I got 315 on the bar. We're gonna shoot for 4. Let's go. Easy 4. Funny thing is, the first week I did these 4 weeks ago, and I hadn't done the barbell squats in like years, I did 205 for 4. And it felt heavy. But I didn't want, but I was also taking it easy, but it still felt heavy. Because it's a weird feeling. If you're not used to like lifting heavy weights, it's been a long time. When you go to pull a heavy weight off the floor and you're not used to it, it feels like a ton of bricks. Because even the first rep is going to feel like killer here. So 315, we're going to do 4. Let's go. Top. God, Jesus. Top. Pop. 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 I told you that's gonna be hard. I've never actually watched my form, so watch me be surprised on how bad my form is. But I don't feel pain in my back. I just feel like I feel like lifting a lot of weight in my back, and I feel a lot of pressure through my shoulders and traps, which is great. So it's building a lot of strength and power. Okay, so I lowered the bar up already. So next we're gonna do barbell rows, okay? So it's like a bend over barbell row. The beauty about doing the deadlift first, because if you just walk into the gym and you jump onto barbell rows, it's gonna feel kind of heavy because you're using a pretty decent weight, right? You do a set of like heavy, you do 3 sets of heavy deadlifts. By the time you come to barbell row, you go to pick up the bar, it's like, whoa, that feels light. It just feels, because it just gets you ready for the heavy load, right? So by the time I grab onto this, I'm gonna start with 135 my first set. By the time I grab onto it, with the wrist wraps and all, it feels like a piece of cake. And even on the low back, sometimes when you're bent over in that position and you're not really warmed up or whatever, the first few sets feel heavy on the back. But after you do deadlifts and you use 315, you go grab 135, piece of cake. Because we're gonna do our first set of barbell row. I'm shooting for 8. Wrist wraps again, because I don't give a shit about my grip. I'm working my lats and my back. Okay? I can even use like the false grip because I got the wrist wrap. Really treat my hands like a couple pair of hooks. I want to think of my hands as hooks. You'll see with the form, and I'll use a nice steady form. And I want to feel my back the whole time. Step back, a little bend in the knees. Let's go. Let's get this. Up. That's 8. One more. One more for the camera. We're going heavier. So we hit 9. Last week was 8. Okay, we're gonna get a different angle here, so I'm gonna come around from the other side. The only thing that sucks about taping this, no, let's make sure we're in here. So the thing that sucks about taping this at night is that the lights in here are kind of yellowish, and I hate that yellowish, because I usually like to have like natural daylight come in the windows, but it's dark outside. So I got the light from in here. I'm in a condo, but I got a light on my camera, but it's not, I don't know if it's helping much. I'm gonna find out when I look at the video. Okay, so we got 155 on here. I haven't used this for set 2 yet. My goal is anywhere from 6 to 8. Let's go. Strap in. Strap in nice and tight. We're going for it. Like I said, I'm getting ready for the IDFA Universe. You guys can get ready too. You got over 12 weeks if you're watching this video right now. 12 weeks. So if you want to jump on board right now and start following these clips, following what I'm doing, putting your workouts together, getting inspired and motivating each other, jump in my comments. If you're putting together a workout routine, you want to make this goal of stepping on stage, make it happen, just jump in the comments below. I'll help you out, okay? Let me know what kind of workout you're following or whatever. I'll even let you know my full workout program I'm following. At any point, if you guys want any information like that, drop in the comments. I'll post the whole workout in there. I'm willing to post my meals, everything. But I'm just taking it one step at a time. I'm just documenting this not only for you, but it's for me too, because I talk about how important it is to document the journey, and I've never done that. Crazy thing is, when I was in my 30s, I probably had my best competition physique, but I never documented anything. I was so wrapped up in the competition that I didn't even think about pictures, video, documentation, all this kind of stuff, and didn't do it. And here I am at 51 doing it. But you know what? It's never too late. Okay, so we're gonna document all of our shit here, motivate others, and let's get it, man. Let's go. Up, 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 up. 4, up, 5, up, 6, up, up. Let's go. Did it. Again, there's plenty of time. If you want to get ready for December 16th, join me on stage. Let's go. You got time. Okay, this is set number 3. This is our last set with the barbell row. I haven't done 170 before, so I load up 170 on the bar. We're going to shoot for 4 to 6. Shit. Wrap it up. The wrap slipped. Got it. So the lifting straps will slip sometimes. You just gotta adjust them once you feel like you got it, and you go for it, okay? Both hands are in tight. Let's go. 4 to 6. Let's go. Up. Let's go. 1. Nice. I might use a little bit of a jerk here and there, but you know what? I felt it last the whole time. That's the key. Mind-muscle connection. If you don't have the mind-muscle connection at first, don't worry. You'll build it up. You'll build it up. Just focus on feel. Feel the muscle, right? Okay, so I've set up my pull-up bar here. As you can see, I use my, whatever you want to call them, standing rack here. And I set up on the highest setting, and I just put my barbell across. That's my pull-up bar. And of course I could reach it, right? So when as soon as I'm ready to do the pull-ups, I'm just gonna bend my knees. And that way I got my full body weight and I'm not touching the ground. So let's get after it. I'm not gonna do a whole lot here. You're gonna notice my range of motion, I made it a little bit shorter than I used to do it because I wanna keep it just on my lats. Because as soon as I start doing this and trying to jerk it up and all this stuff, get your chin over and all this kind of thing, you start not focusing on the lats because we're building a body here. This is about building your physique. Okay, so we're gonna do some pull-ups here. 3 sets. I'm not gonna use the wraps, I don't think. Let's see. I'm gonna use a false grip just because I feel like it makes me feel like I'm using hooks, right? And I just feel, it makes me feel good. And feel is everything, right? You wanna feel in the zone, it pumped. So we're gonna do some pull-ups. Okay, let's go. Okay, that's good. I've been doing like sets of 7, just because I want to totally feel in the lats. I don't want to be any jerky movements. I don't want to speed. I don't want to bounce. I just want to hit the lats. I'm thinking just here. Maybe I'll get confident enough to start taking my shirt off on these days. We're working lats. Okay, let's go. Different angle here. Hit 7 again. That last set felt good. My lats are pumped. Let's go. Jesus. Whew. I'd be terrible at those pull-up competitions because I wouldn't be able to get that momentum thing to go like the CrossFitters. Because I've got so set in my mind to feel the contraction, right? Like my lats get just pumped. Like I do 7 reps and my lats are like, the key to doing max pull-ups is speed, momentum, all that kind of jazz. It's more technique. It's not necessarily about isolating a muscle. I isolate lats. Okay, set number 3 of the pull-ups, and then we're going to move on to barbell shrug and rear delts, okay? But this is our 3rd set of this. Another different angle here. Again, you just use your rack, just to the top, put your bar across, now you got a pull-up bar. And thank you, Bells of Steel. This rack is freaking amazing. And I love the ability to work out at home and just talk away during my set here, right? And a camera, a light, and all this kind of bullshit. Can't do that in the gym. Okay, let's go. Let's go. 1, 2. Let's go. Let's go. Jesus Christ. Lats are pumped. All right. Add pull-ups. You don't have to jerk them up all the way all the time. If you're full, like, to me, that's a good, I feel comfortable in that range of motion right there, right? So as soon as I start going like here, I kind of do like this, right? Kind of like ducking. We're bodybuilding here today. Okay, guys? We're trying to build muscle. We don't give a shit how many we can do, but we do give a shit because that's the way you track your progress, how many reps you do, how much weight you use, all that kind of stuff. But ultimately, you want to be progressing, also feeling the muscles work, and also building the muscles, okay? It's going to be a slow grind. It's natural bodybuilding, okay? Right now, probably at my age, like shit, I don't want to admit this, but I'm probably just training to maintain it. Train to maintain. All right. All right, everyone. So now we're going to do a superset. So we're going to do barbell shrugs for the traps. And we're going to do dumbbell rear laterals, bent laterals for the rear delts. Okay? Traps, I find, are a really neglected exercise. A lot of people for the longest time kept saying that building your traps, especially like a natural athlete, building your traps up makes your shoulders look narrow, and that's why I always didn't do them. I've had narrow shoulders anyways. But you know what I really like though? I like that look of a thicker neck and traps. Obviously, as a natural athlete, you're not going to get overly huge traps, but you can still build them, right? Especially if you haven't been working them hard. Barbell shrugs, I haven't done for years as well, right? So that's another thing I added to this program, getting ready for the universe. Okay. So we got 225 on here, 8 to 10. Last week I did 215, so progressing. Get a good grip on here first. And a superset means I'm going to do this exercise, then take a small little rest, just enough rest to like regroup myself and grab the dumbbells, and then we're going to go straight to bent dumbbell laterals for 10 with the 30-pound weights behind me. So I want 10 and 10. Let's go. Focus on the traps here. Let's go. Yep, let's go. That's good. Like I said, just get these wraps off. Relax the grip. Gonna go straight into these for 10. Okay, I just want to get the weights first. Let's go. I put a bend in the elbow, but and the motion probably isn't as that huge of a range of motion, but it's all rear delts. I'm not squeezing the shoulder blade. I want rear delts. 7, 8, 9, do 2 more sets of that, progressively increasing the weight every set. Okay, so now we're gonna do 240, shoot for 8. And then with the rear delts, we've got 35-pound dumbbells right behind me. If I do the dumbbells over here, can you see them? Yeah, I'll do them right about there. Okay, let's go. It feels good to be lifting heavy stuff, right? It's all relative too, so don't worry about anything, right? Because I know for me, for the longest time, it was always my ego. I didn't tell people lifts and stuff like that. I wouldn't tape it, just because you care what people think. I don't give a shit, okay? To me, 240 for 8 feels fucking great. Okay, for someone else, they might be doing 400. Someone else might be doing 135. You know what? And then at the end of the day, we're building physiques here. We're bodybuilding, right? And it's natural too, right? So you're bodybuilding, you're doing it naturally. You're kind of just like sculpting a physique, right? It's what your physique looks like. You shouldn't even give a shit what you lift and all that stuff. You only give a shit what you lift because those are measurable goals of progression, right? Everyone's different when it comes to strength. Everyone's different when it comes to building muscle. Everyone's different. You're all unique. We're all unique. And you do it for you. Don't give a fuck what people think. Let's go. Let's go. This feels heavy. I love it. Oh, 6. Oh, gosh. Dang it. That felt good. Okay. Little breather here. Going rear delts. I'm about to step over here to get in the frame here. Again, I don't have a cameraman. I just set my camera up and I try to keep myself in the frame. And then I'm in a condo. Space is limited. So it's all tight. I'm just making it all work. No excuses. I'd like freaking take off some furniture here and hide in another room just for this workout here today. Let's go 8. Rear delts. Let's feel it. Rear delts only. I know the range of motion doesn't seem like a lot, but I'm feeling tension on that rear delt the whole time. I'm just feeling good. Because you gotta know your body. You gotta go by feel. That's superset number 2. We got 1 more to go. We're gonna increase some weight here. Go heavier on shrugs and heavier on the rear delts. Okay, we're gonna hit a different angle here. Barbell shrugs was my heaviest set. We're gonna do a 260. Rear delt. Well, it's a little bit looser technique. Rear delt, like lateral raise, rear lateral raise for the rear delts here. It's a little bit looser form. But you know what? You get to know your body. I feel the rear delts when I use this technique. So we're using 40 pounders. We got 260 on the barbell shrug. 4 to 6 on both. This is our last superset, and then we're going to jump into a couple, just like a barbell curl. We're not going to do a lot for biceps, but just a little bit. So next thing up after this is barbell curls, okay? And I like to play safe on barbell curl too, just because for some reason this bicep, I've got this paranoia after seeing all these people pulling biceps on YouTube. After seeing all these bicep tears, I'm like, okay, I'm not taking any chances on overextending my elbows and stuff like that and tearing a bicep out of stupidity, okay? Okay, I haven't used 260 yet. This is the first time. So let's rock and roll with this fucking shit. Okay. Let's go. That's 6. Another fun thing is when you're trying to tape, when I'm trying to look at small objects and stuff like that, or read text or blah, 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 I have to put like my reading glasses on. So I can't really see the screen exactly how I would like to. So I'm not quite sure if I got a perfect frame of the videos we're making here. It'd be nice to have a camera, man. It'd be also nice to have a video editor. So I might actually grab onto a video editor because I want to make this something like special, this documenting of this IDFA Universe thing. I think a video editor might be a good idea. But let's look into that soon, because I don't want that to slow me down. I don't want to say, oh, I'm going to wait till I get a video editor, and then a week goes by, right? So we'll just start taping this shit. I'll do my own editing. And then if we want to up the quality or up the turnaround time, we'll bring an editor on if the cost is all right. So if anyone knows any video editors, drop them in the comments. Let's go. 1. Like I said, it's a little bit loose form. 2. But it's all rear delts. 3. 6. Oh my God. These Bowflex adjustable dumbbells came in fucking handy too. I had them for years and years, way before the craziness hit the world. And when the craziness hit the world, it was nice to have those at home. Okay, so that's that. We're gonna jump into barbell curls. I gotta unrack all that weight and set it up for barbell curls. 1 second. Okay, barbell curls, like I said. So you set the rack up lower. I did a warm up with a 45-pound bar just to get the biceps a little blood flow. Now I got 70 on the bar. I do put a shoulder width grip. And I used to always go to full lockout at the bottom, but now, like I said earlier in the video, my paranoia with the biceps, I go almost to lockout, right? I go just short of it. I keep tension on my bicep the whole time. We're building biceps. I'm not trying to throw weight around. Let's go. Let's go for 10. 8. Let's go. That felt good. Okay, now we're gonna do 80. I actually did use this weight last time. I shouldn't say the number just in case I don't hit it. I did 7 with it last time. So obviously the goal, what's our goal? Our goal is 8, because it's the same weight. But I've been very careful with my biceps. Before I used to like try to throw all kinds of weight and probably jerk it up a little bit too much and all kinds of crazy shit, right? And I always said I could never feel it in my biceps. But then I started lightening the weight, trying to get the mind-muscle connection, blah, blah, blah. Now I get the biceps pumped way more than I used to. Okay. We hit 7 last time. Let's go. Progressive overload. Progression, we want 8. Let's go. Think 8. Come on. 4. This is 8. Motherfucker. Okay, we did it. Next says 90, so we're gonna have to use that the figure 8 lifting straps to add 5 pounds on each side. So I'll make my adjustable dumbbell into 5s, and I'll use the figure 8 lifting straps to hook them on each side to make it 90 pounds. Okay, so I got the 5 pounds. So this little 5-pounder. My figure 8 lifting strap. You just put it on the center. Now you got yourself a little hooked up setup. Let's put it at the end of the bar, because we got 80 there now. We add 5 on each side, will be 90. I know you think when I'm curling this, the bar dumbbell's gonna go all over the place, but you'd be surprised, it will stay right there. Okay, let's grab the other one. We'll go to the other side. So that's the figure 8 lifting strap, 5-pound dumbbell, put in the center, and then we just slide on. Now we got 90 pounds. So I'll take a little breather here, because I want to make sure we get some decent reps here. So give me 1 second here. Okay, it's time to give a 90-pound barbell curl run, or whatever you want to call it. But I have used 90 before. Last workout I did 90 and I did 4 reps. But again, like if I feel any kind of weirdness in my bicep, we're not going to push it. So 4 or more is the goal. But again, if I feel anything that I don't feel is comfortable in my bicep, the set stops. Because a few months back, I was feeling a little tingle in my bicep every once in a while, and that scared me, right? So I've been very, very cautious of it. Meanwhile, when you're 20, you feel a little tingle, you say, I guess I gotta push harder. You don't really worry too much, right? Me, if I feel something weird, the exercise stops or gets modified or something quickly. Oh, let's go. I'm feeling good. That's good, 5. So you see the dumbbell does twist around and all kinds of crazy stuff, but it's not coming off. If you're just doing a motion within one plane, where you're not doing like a, I don't know, like an arc, hanging a dumbbell on there is like really not a problem at all. Like when you're doing like a squat or a deadlift or a shrug, where it's just going up and down, right? See this with a barbell, I got a bit of an arc, so the weights are kind of swinging, right? So obviously the dumbbell's gonna shift. But even when I'm curling, I'm not even feeling it, to be honest with you. I hear it moving, but it's not affecting the lift. And I'm not worried about falling off, because I know it's not gonna fall off. See, they're hanging there, but they're on. So we just hit 5 with that. Okay, we're gonna finish off the workout with a reverse barbell curl and a lying leg raise for abs. Because I'm trying to make an effort of, because before you try to fit your abs into your workouts, I'd always say, oh, I'll do it every other workout, blah, blah, blah. But when you do that and you start not doing abs, you start not doing abs, okay? Next thing you know, you're not doing abs. So I made an effort, okay, instead of doing that way, every workout I do abs. So if I'm gonna work out 5 or 6 days a week, it means I'm doing abs 5 or 6 days a week. No excuses. But I don't do a lot. I still want like 3 sets of abs. So if I do like a leg raise, this workout, I'll do more of a crunch style the next workout. Either like a decline crunch or a flat crunch, like a line on the floor crunch. And then with a leg raise, I can either do them off a bench or I can do them off the floor. Okay, but I'm always hitting abs every workout. And right now I'm working out about 5 days a week with resistance. Okay, so we're gonna start here. I might not be in the frame very good, so I'm just gonna grab this bar and back up. Okay, now that's the fun thing about, like I said, I'm my own cameraman. Set the tripod up, and it's kind of tricky to like maneuver while you're doing this shit, right? And without slowing yourself down. That's why I just keep myself mic'd up the whole time, and I just talk. Okay. Last time I did 10. And I'm not too concerned with the amount of reps I do with the reversed curl. I want to just get the pump going in the forearms. Let's go. Let's step back. And I just look at the camera, I notice my face isn't in the frame. But I need to get the abs in because we're doing a superset here. Let's see how I'm in the frame here. Okay, I can adjust it a little bit next set too. Yeah, the best way to make sure you work out abs is just freaking work them out every day. They can handle it, trust me. I lost count, shit. I think I'm at 9. I'm going to 15, 10. Now that I'm thinking about abs, if anyone knows how to do that vacuum pose, I would love to learn how to do a vacuum pose where they suck the gut in. Because I wouldn't mind trying to do a little bit of classic physique posing when we do that guest posing thing. You know what I mean? Like just like sucking the like the abdominals. Get the vacuum going and a lat spread bicep type pose. That's kind of cool. Can I adjust the camera a little bit? Okay, this is superset number 2. Like I said, reverse barbell curl. I put up to 60 pounds. Then we do a lying leg raise. Goal is 15. Let's go. Then we got one more superset after this, that's it. We're at the final stretch here. So if you made it this far in the video, fucking right on. And I appreciate if you did. If you did, like I said, just drop me comments in what you want me to talk about. And if you're trying to put together a workout to get ready for a show, especially if it's an IDFA show, I will help you out. No charge. I'm just trying to promote the shows and promote you guys, and then just giving back for the support. All right, let's go. I do an overhand grip like this with a thumbs up, just because when I have my thumb under with a straight bar, it hurts my thumb. 8, because ideally I can grab it like that if I have an easy bar, because that slight bend in the bar takes the pressure off the wrist and thumb in that, right? Because a barbell, it's not ideal. But if I keep the false grip with the thumb over and I just use my grip strength to hold it, it lets you see when my hands are up, I'm in that position with a little bit of a bend in the wrist. So if I'm locked in like this, look how awkward it is for me. I'm not that flexible that way. It's just all awkward. So we banged out 8. Let's do lying leg raise, let's go. Okay, this is 8. When I was in wrestling years ago, like 30 years ago, we used to have those ankle weights that people, when they put their weights around your ankles and they go jogging and all that kind of stuff. It was a big thing back then. I would do my leg raise with that on. And back in those days also, I'd go jogging with ankle weights and the weights on my wrists in the snow. I was a freaking animal. I was probably in good shape, but we didn't know anything about nutrition back then. We didn't know anything about like cutting weight and all that kind of stuff. We didn't even weight training wasn't that big of a deal for the wrestling. I just did it because more, not even for the sport, more just because I didn't like being skinny, right? So I picked up weight training, and it did help me in wrestling, but I didn't do it specifically for that. I did it specifically for, I loved the results I was getting, and it made me feel more confident with myself, right? And it didn't hurt that I was good at wrestling, and then I was building a physique, right? Even though I was small, I just had a different kind of confidence, right? When I was small, people would pick on me, but my way of countering that was I was funny. So I was like the class clown kid. But then later, I didn't have to be the class clown anymore. I was more the workout guy in the wrestling team who did well, and people, even though I was smaller than them, they were like, okay, it's not even worth the risk. What if he makes me look bad? So no one bothered me at all. So I was never really ever picked on for long, because I figured I became funny first. And then second, I became a wrestler. So, and with weights and all that kind of stuff, people just don't want to take that chance. They look at you and say, okay, there's a chance that, yes, I'm a big guy in the football team, but there's a chance this little guy in the wrestling team is going to make me look foolish by throwing me around, which I probably would have, because people don't understand. It's just like with these MMA guys that are small. People think, oh, I'm big, I beat you up. They would literally kill you. Because that's what they do. Because we all think that we're whatever. We don't realize when people have a certain skill in a certain area, how long it takes to develop that, right? Anyways, yeah, so I got one more set here. So for the last set, I got 65 pounds in the bar. When I grab it, I'm just gonna step back so I'm in the frame. And again, the lighting is really weird because I usually use natural light from the windows. Because in my condo, I have like basically the whole place like an aquarium. I got windows, wall to ceiling around the whole place, right? So when I open up all the windows, the natural light in here is just freaking nuts. I don't have to even have lights on or camera light on or nothing, right? But if I don't do that, now we got a problem, right? Now I got that yellowish tinge from all the lights in this place. They got a yellowish tinge, which you don't really notice until you actually do videos and you realize there's a weird tinge to the lights, but they don't bother you normally. So you need like a bright white light. So I guess maybe I do need to get lights and stuff in here if I want to be professional. I'm just gonna step way back so we can get in the frame here. 65. I got a lot of, you probably can't see the light shit, but I got veins bulging all over my forearms. Up. Nice. Just my last set here. Maybe you don't even see me in this. Oh, actually, I see myself. All right, that's it. Workout's done. That was a good one, actually. And the crazy thing is, do the whole workout no music. Because you know, when you're taping videos, you don't want to have music in the background because that screws everything up, and especially when I'm talking all that kind of stuff, right? Because I want to bang this out on YouTube. I want to bang this out in the IDFA room on Facebook. I want to get the short clips of these workout stuff floating around social media. And again, if you know anybody who's into editing videos and all that kind of stuff, who wants to have a little project here, we can work out some kind of fee. And we can bang out some videos. Like, it would be freaking amazing to just bang this out every single day, right till December 16th. I know it's going to be tough, but as close to every single day as we can, because there's going to be some times when I'm traveling to Montreal for a show, and like got the Montreal championships coming up in October, and then in October we got the Warrior Classic, and other things that happen, right? But we can bang out content almost daily. Even if we do bang out content from the show saying, hey, here's an update of my contest, what's going on in my life. Basically, there's no reason why I can't bang out an update video every single day, as long as I don't do heavy editing myself, or I get someone who does the editing for me, and we just keep it simple editing so we can do quick turnovers, right? So basically they say, okay, Shaun, just tape all these videos, what you're doing, talking to the camera, all that kind of shit, send it our way, we'll tidy it all up, and we'll get that shit on YouTube. That's what I want. I talked about this for years. This is the fucking time to do it. I've got a goal, and I've got something that people might be, I got something worthy of watching, right? I'm aiming towards something. I'm not just putting out videos for no reason. There's a goal, like follow my progress, and there's gonna be ups and downs. Today's a good day, so I'm talking all positive. But for the last 2 days, I was struggling to get my workouts in. I was getting them in. I was still getting them in, but it was like basically at the very end of the night. Like basically it was like either you do it now or you don't do it. You know, you just keep pushing off, and then it's either you're right at the end where it's like, okay, if you don't work out now, you're not working out until tomorrow. But I somehow was getting myself to work out. You know what I mean? And today, it's not the end of the day for me, but it's still late. But I'm taking longer than usual because I'm talking, I'm setting up the camera, I'm walking around, I'm doing all kinds of crazy shit. And I had to move all furniture and blah, blah, just to make space. But it's worth it. Because this was fun. I had a great time doing this. So yeah, so tomorrow will be a leg day. And if I do it at home, there'll be no leg extensions, no leg curls, because I don't have those machines. But that's okay, because I'm on a strength phase, building phase. And probably in the next week or two, we're going to go into the bodybuilding, competition, shredded physique phase, okay? That's coming soon, where it's all about getting shredded and looking like a fucking maniac. And when I'm doing that, I want leg extensions, I want leg curls, I want the fly machines, I want the rear delt fly machine, I want pull downs, I want all that. I want all the toys, so we gotta go to the gym. So I don't know how I'm gonna tape that, but I can get to the gym. Okay, thanks for checking out the video, that's it.